Hello, this is Joe Polish, the founder of Genius Network, and for the New York event, I'm going to have a lot of amazing speakers giving best practices and things that have made them a lot of money that you can use in your business. And I wanted to introduce you to one of my dear friends and presenters, Mr. Kevin Harrington. He's the chairman of AsSeenOnTV.com. You may have seen him on Shark Tank. He's done over 170 episodes, and the guy in 30 years is literally responsible for over $4 billion in sales of products. The guy's a brilliant marketing genius. And so, Kevin, first off, I'm so happy that you're going to be speaking at the New York event, and I was just going to a little bit of what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, well, thanks for inviting me, and it's my first year this year, and I've heard so much about it, and been seeing the ads you're running all over the place.
Right.
So it looks like it's going to be a well-attended event. But I'm looking forward to talking about how you can become a key person of influence in your business. And I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years, and there's a 5-step process to moving up the ladder in your industry. I mean, when you think about it, entrepreneurs are they have the desire to be on their own, but whether you're a plumber or a florist or a delicatessen owner, I'm talking like that, they're small business owners.
Right.
In those particular cases, many of these entrepreneurs are kind of going along just not really growing their business as much as they should. And this is the thing today, with the web the way it is, the internet with the massive amounts of activity, and people are stealing their business if you don't watch out, right? Because marketers on the internet are taking business away from other flower shops or plumbers because they're buying those keywords and getting that advertising. So there's actually a 5-step process how you can not only maintain your business, but actually supercharge it and become web famous in your business, et cetera, et cetera. I can tell you a little bit about those 5 steps if you want. You want me to?
I would love
hear
to
about
do that
today?
Let's hear a little bit about them, and then people can come to New York and they can meet you in person.
We call it the 5 Ps. The first thing you need to do is come up with a great pitch. Mm-hmm. A lot of people they can't really even tell people what exactly they do and what business they're in, and
right.
In almost like an elevator pitch. If you're starting at the first floor going up to the top floor, you got 2 minutes or under. Give me that perfect pitch. Number 2, you need to be able to productize what you really do. I mean, that can be very powerful. And I've talked about this in past, just taking somebody like a Tony Little in the fitness world. Tony was a personal trainer and he got paid by the hour, but when we created a DVD set around Tony Little, he productized himself, and we sold millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of DVDs, back in the early days. So productizing. Thirdly, you need to think about publishing a book. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't think they can do that, but when I published my first book, I got on lots of radio shows, and then the radio shows led to TV shows, which led to Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. And so I can directly say that the reason I got on Shark Tank in my mind was because I had originally set out and went and had a book published about my experiences in the industry, and that gave me a heightened awareness in the industry. Number 4, become press worthy and web famous. So that's the 4th P. Mm-hmm. Press worthy and web famous. And you see these people that start from nowhere, and there's a girl named Michelle Pfand with a P, and she has 580 million web views of how to apply makeup for Oriental girls.
Right.
And it's unbelievable. She's got a 6-figure income from various sponsors now that are sponsoring her website. So she's 19 years old, I believe, and she's web famous, but there's, you can do this in almost every industry. So now the last P is partnerships. And that is so powerful because I deal with inventors every single day, and you know what they always tell me? They don't have any money.
Right.
They don't have any money, so they can't market their product. But no, you can partner with a lawyer who will do all your patent work. You can partner with a design engineer and an industrial engineer who do your engineering work. You can partner with a factory who will manufacture your product, partner with a production, on and on and on, production studio who will shoot your infomercial mm-hmm. for a piece of the action. And I know an engineer who for 10 cents a unit will do all your design work and all your engineering work. So partnerships, but not just in a service mode, but also in business and in life, you form strategic partnerships. And I know, Joe, that you probably are one of the greatest guys at partnership. So I'm sure you understand and believe and would recommend that also. So that's the 5 Ps.
Absolutely. That was great. So thank you. I mean, not only did you talk about, coming to the group, but you actually laid out some really useful wisdom there. So here's one of the things I kind of want to point out. If you took anything away from just hearing Kevin talk about that, think about the process that he knows and understands from doing this for 30 years with literally thousands of different products, billions of dollars in revenue, and working with some of the top people on the planet. There's immense wisdom. And so the reason I call it Genius Network is it's not just a network of smart people, but it's people that have genius level wisdom in a particular area that are going to share those best practices. So coming to meet Kevin in person, it's not a cheap event. This is a very high level event for the right fit sort of industry transformers. There'll be even a couple of billionaires that will be attending this event, and you're going to meet Kevin, you're going to meet some amazing people. And even if you don't get a chance to come to this 25K group meeting or the Genius Network annual event, then I would encourage you to look online for Kevin Harrington, as seen on TV.com. He owns that property. Also, he's written a great book that you can get on Amazon. And anything that Kevin's going to be doing, I'm going to share with my list and my audience, because he really knows his stuff. And I did a fantastic interview with him and Dean Jackson on ilovemarketing.com. So check all that stuff out. And Kevin, really look forward to New York, and I really look forward to seeing all the things you're doing. And thank you for taking the time to share that. Really appreciate it.
Good to be here. Thanks, Joe. Looking forward to it too.